I'm frustrated with why Pokemon Go Podcast in my LastPass is always saved as the wrong password on the Mac or whatever. Because I was just going, I had time tonight. I was like, I'll log in um, and see what's what. And yeah, no. It's like that's. I was like, I don't have. I've got to deal with this email. I don't have time to go looking up the password and fix that right now.
I mean, I could send you the password in Zoom.
I don't need it right now, and I won't look back in Zoom. At some point, I'll sit down and go, "Hey, just text me that real quick." I'm sure I
Oh
have
yeah,
it.
I can
It's just
text it to
saved
you.
incorrectly.
That's good. Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't pull that up while we're streaming.
No, yeah, don't worry about it now.
Don't pull up passwords while you're streaming.
That's usually a solid thing. um, there we are. Yep, that was a 30-minute email, more or less.
That you just wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Was it from Dragon Con or from something
It
else?
was, it's dealing with Dragon Con, yeah.
Dealing with. Oh, so it's a fun email.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something that had lots of things I had to answer. So, all right. Can't remember what email I'm trying to get into, man. Here it is. All right. Uh, you are you? I'm jumping in. You want me to help you with the notes, or are you just copying and pasting
Nah,
them?
I got it.
Okay. I'm looking at emails. Um, I want to say we held just because of time. I think we might have a speak pipe. I want to look. It may have been it be from a little while ago. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Shiny Centret.
Uh, later on, text me what you
That
think you might need for that bot for Dragon Con.
okay. I can do that. And then did you get in contact with Bobby?
We haven't set him up yet, but yes, I actually talked to him tonight briefly. I just need to do the Authy thing like I did with you.
Okay.
I think we played this one from 4 weeks ago, and we'll check it.
Oh, I need to make sure it goes through.
Yeah.
So why don't you start it a little bit and see if it comes through on their end.
All right, this is an older one.
We're gonna test something, guys. Are you playing it?
Yeah. Oh, hey, there you go. Sorry,
I love the show.
my bad.
I crave the Joe. But I got a question. I'm
All
not
right.
just
So he's playing
Joe.
it. Can you guys hear that?
I got a question for Chalk.
Okay. Good. 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 Good.
Okay, so both of those are
So it's
older.
weird that comes through, but the stream alerts aren't coming through. Remember?
That's a whole different ball game
Well,
because
but
that comes through because you're getting my audio from Zoom. However you do that, and all I did was I sent it through Zoom. So as long as I went, oh yeah, and I looked at my board and adjusted the thing that sends it to Zoom. That's why you heard that. The audio things are straight through OBS and Twitch. So I'm not
so the
exactly.
way I'm getting it from Zoom is just what's coming through my headphones. But maybe because you know what? I bet it's because the Streamlab stuff it's coming through my headphones, but I bet OBS because it's coming through OBS, it filters it out.
Yeah, maybe.
So I'll have to play around with that and figure it out.
Yeah, I mean that's really all you can do. So we do have one. It actually only came about a week ago, so we didn't hold it as long as I thought we would hold it. All right. No, Nicole, there's no such thing as recovery for me.
I was supposed to do plasma this morning. I did not do plasma this morning. I slept in.
All right. Actually, I want to pull this up on. We're gonna do another quick test, but it should be fine because I'd like to put this. I'd like to be able to manage the audio separately. So give me a second here. Because I know I can come back to this computer and do it if needed. Actually, I'm not going to play the thing because I like being surprised. I'm going to play just some music or something off YouTube generically. All right. All right. And here, this is going to be my headphones. And now, can you hear this?
With parries and perfect dodges. But here are a couple more tips and tricks that could help you turn a tide in your
Can you hear that?
during combat.
I can hear it.
Yeah, then if you can hear it, they can hear it because it's the same. It's the same style as before. So I've got it over there, ready to go. Let me turn off my notification on this.
I don't know why these are coming through in different colors, but that's okay. We can fix it in post.
You know, I always wonder when somebody types LOL if they actually
laughed out loud.
Yeah. I'll have to look at that later. I'll work at that later. I just honestly, well, I'd love to do in the near future. And let me make sure I get my recording ready. What I'd love to do in the near future is do Dragon Con and do the party. Then come Tuesday afternoon when everybody's gone, or even Wednesday. Me and the families take off to the beach. I turn all my electronics off for a week and do nothing but sleep and chill out. That is not this year. And yeah,
I heard myself right there through yours.
Yeah, let me turn that off. I got it.
Okay.
Come at me, Joe. Come at me. We're ready to go because I kind of need to be done at 9. I can get started while you're filling this stuff in, and then we can tag out. How many headlines?
Give me about 3 minutes, and then we'll.
I can cover 3 minutes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I can easily cover 3 minutes. All right, it is recording now. Pop over here so I can see the chat. All right, yeah, thank you, Nicole, for putting that in. For those of you jumping in live and as new people jump in, please let them know the game is afoot. If you put in exclamation point in the letter S, hit the space bar, everything you type after that, and then hit enter will be a submission for the show title tonight. So play that game throughout the show. We love how you come up with different things to put in. And whoever wins, well, obviously the show will be named by them, and they'll have their Twitch handle put into the show art for the week as well. So make sure this is recording. It is. And away we go. Welcome to Pokemon GO Podcast, where we talk about all the awesome. This is post Dragon Con. Oh no, we're leaving. That's the intro. We're leaving it. It's post Dragon Con, people. We're doing what we can with what we have. But yeah, we definitely talk about all cool kind of Pokemon stuff. Hopefully, we got some new listeners from this week at Dragon Con. Joe and I were able to host, and which we'll talk about a little bit later. We were able to host a Pokemon Go tournament at Dragon Con, and that went surprisingly well for what could have happened there. So, really fun time. I am the Right Guy Podcasting, Charles McFall. The man over there, who I thought was putting together show notes, was actually playing a video game. Joseph Hard. What happened to 3 minutes? And now see you playing your game.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go now.
All right.
It's
awesome.
It's all good.
Awesome. So I've got a few. Here's what I'd like to do. We'll talk about some few actual experiences of the week. Of course, we'll pull up the Discord and grab those as well. And then I'll do mine. We'll do Discord. You'll do yours, and then we'll talk about the tournament. Then we'll get into the news if that works.
Yeah.
So I had a couple cool things happen. I got a shiny Salamence from our good friend Barry Falk, who is here, and he came in and to the party on Monday night after Dragon Con. He came and hung out with Joe and I and the Giant Size Team Up crew, and he brought me a shiny Salamence. And then I evolved Gilgar into whatever Gilgamesh or whatever it is.
Gligar into Gliscor.
Yeah, that. I like Gilgamesh better though. I even though some kind of like demon or
rename
something. Fabian's like, are you telling your boss what to do? Yeah, maybe. And let's see. Oh, one that Joe doesn't even know about because I swore everybody to secrecy because I know I'd never live it down. The botched party house, right? The Giant Size Team Up party house, really. We call it the botched house because most of the botched boys stay there. But Giant Size Team Up got 2 houses this year for Dragon Con as a network. And, of course, I'm hanging out on Thursday night with them. What started on Thursday night, Joe? 6 p.m. 6 to 7. Think about it.
The raid hour. You went and raided?
So, not quite, but kind of. Because I was sitting there. I mean, I've been working all day. We built the set and everything. Actually, no, Wednesday we went and got the gear and whatnot. So I was like, you know how I am. It's hot. We're downtown Atlanta. And Sean, who is Klotz's roommate, and he's like, hey, it is 5:15, 5:30. He's like, hey, there's a raid coming up. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I might walk it into the block at best, but yeah, no. He goes, no, man, no. All we got to do is go out on the porch, and we're right there at the gym. I'm like, okay. So sure enough, 6 o'clock, we all moved from the living room 3 feet to the porch. And that was close enough that I leaned against the rail. We fought Azelf, took him down, and I have him. I think it was Azelf, right?
Yeah.
That was that right? Yeah, that I have him. I've got him now. I got him on Azelf. So that I was like, nobody told Joe that I not only raided, but I got this special raid and I got the special Pokemon. Nobody, I'll never live it down on the show. So so I did that, Joe, and that was a lot of fun. What do we have? I see you're pulling up your Azelf. I think yours is a little bit better than mine.
Yeah. You've got one, so that's good enough, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I was able to trade when Nicole 0991. How? You asked? She's in Austria? Not this week. She was at Dragon Con with us. And she actually reminded me before I took her to the airport. It's like, I think 3 times she had to remind me because my brain was that fried. It's like, you want to do the trade now? I'm like, yeah. And I'd like pull it up and then I'd wander off and do something else mentally, whatever. Just like, hey, we're about to leave. Do you want to do? Oh, yeah. Let's do the trade. And we did because I'd saved her Heracross, I think it was. And I was like, which one did you want? Like, I started typing in Heracross. I think it was Heracross. It could have been something else.
Volbeat?
No, what did you give me, Nicole? I forget. She gave me something. But when I started typing in the first 3 letters of whatever she wanted, Volbeat. She did give me a Volbeat. Yay! I had a Volbeat.
You can go into your Pokemon bag and type traded, and it will pull up traded Pokemon.
Hells yeah. I didn't know that. So, but I typed in what she wanted, like the first 3 letters that came up with the actual name on one and Nicole 0991 on the other. I was like, oh, I named it to save for you. And then I saw the Pika Squirrel. I don't care about names tonight. I'm out of Pichasu. I don't care.
Pachirisu.
That's it. I had named for Rob Roberts and totally forgot to trade with him. I was stupid busy for both of us this weekend. I am going to try that while you tell me about your experiences this week.
Okay. So, yeah, I traded with Nicole as well. The Volbeat that I'm showing on screen is from her, as is this nice Yanma. But I gave her a Torkoal and a Pachirisu. I also gave a Pachirisu to Paul Klotz, who I'm not sure if he's in chat right now. He usually pops in. And then this, it's still named Psyduck, but it's actually a Golduck. I got that from Barry. We had a lucky trade, and so we were like, what do we want to trade? And I traded him a Ghastly and I think that Ghastly ended up as 14, 14, 14 for him. So he's got a shiny 14, 14, 14 Ghastly. So that's pretty awesome. And I got this, well, it's a gold duck now. I got a shiny Psyduck from him. Mine looks to be about 12, 12, 12. So, but
Nice.
yeah, still very nice, very nice. Um, and yeah, it all around it's been an exhausting week because of Dragon Con. And to be honest, I didn't play near as much as I ought to have. But the tournament was a lot of fun. Like you hinted at, it went a lot better than it really had excuse to, because Cell Signal is always questionable at best at Dragon Con. And I didn't hear any big complaints about the Cell Signal down in the basement. So that was pretty awesome.
Somebody, again, this is rumor, so I really don't know, but somebody told me that I'm on Verizon. I was like, man, I've had no issues all week, no interruptions in service. I've been able to have a slight lag, maybe for a half second getting into one of my games because I tried to keep up with my lanes as best possible in my Marvel game.
Not according to some of the people that came to
no, that's just a running thing. I do my lanes. They know I do my lanes. Damn it. And so I was able to, my phone was the phone for the tournament on the screen. Tristan played with that one because his phone was having issues, but I was having zero issues. And somebody said that they believed that Verizon had brought in a special tower just for Dragon Con.
Oh, really?
Supposedly. But all I know is I've had some connectivity issues before, and I was like, I'll check my game. I can't get it. Close it. Unless I'm outside or something else. This time, zero issues. So perhaps all of the cell companies step up their game there. So
I had a lot of issues, but Sprint has been having a lot of issues anyway.
I gotcha. Now, what was besides you traded Nicole and you got your Volbeat? Now tell me, because I'm tired and I know it's special. Is that like a regional only?
Yeah. So
okay.
Over here we have oh shoot, why am I blanking on his name? Stupid little bugs. We have
a ladybug version.
Illumis. There we go. Nicole's putting it in there. We have Illumis, and they have Volbeat over there. So it's
okay.
Half the world has each of them.
Got it.
And so far, they are the only ones that haven't swapped over for the ones that are like that, where half the world has some of it, and half the world has the other half. But yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that was a lot of fun there, and I've been playing catch up at work, so I haven't had as much time to go raiding. But I'm hoping this next week that I'll be able to do that more. I hatched quite a few while I was there, and just in general had a lot of fun. So
yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, I mean, the second I got that Azoth, I'm like, Bill Baggett, I yelled at everybody on the porch, nobody tell Joseph for any reason. I'm not even sure I'm gonna mention on the show because I don't raid, and now all of a sudden I raided on a DragonCon weekend. I'll never live it down.
Never ever.
But I had to share with everybody. It's cool.
Would you say it was a botched experience?
No, because their experiences suck, and we're firing off the show. We're gonna replace them with a better show. So
be careful. We've got some botched fans here in the chat.
Oh yeah, Vlad. All he does is hammer on me. I don't care. I'll hammer back. So all right, let's. So the tournament we did 32 teams, right?
Yes.
And only
32 players.
32 players. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking teams as in your actual Pokemon teams, but yeah, 32 players, and only 3 had signed up ahead of time. Everybody else signed up as they came in. There was a few that came in after we started, and it was they were sad that they missed it, and fortunately we were able to have Tristan playing. So I know this kid came in about halfway through, and he's like, "Oh man!" And then he realized he hadn't brought his phone that had the Pokemon Go on it. So because Tristan's phone was kind of working, when it was not. What the weird thing was, it's working, but then when you plugged it into the iPhone charger to put it on the screen, it'd lose signal. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And yeah, I don't know. So he was able to use Tristan's phone to battle my phone, so he still got to play. So that was really a lot of fun. The video is on demand on twitch.tv/DC Digital Media right now. And I got to introduce my style of Pokemon to a whole new room of people. And as you guys know, I'm just making up names for the characters as they look. And at first, people were like, "Rrr," and they're correcting me. And then they realized, I mean, it's not a stick. It's not a shtick or act. I have a hard time remembering some of this stuff in the moment when a million things are going on. So I just do what I do and have fun. And then they started laughing at different things. It was a lot of fun. So, and we gave away a Pokemon Ball Plus, Pokeball Plus.
Yeah, Pokeball Plus, a Pokemon Go Plus, and the
fuzzy dice Pokemon balls, basically.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll change it up. You never know who's going to win. Now, it was 3 adult males who actually won this thing. Team Rocket showed up in full gear for this thing. It was amazing. But we had a couple of kids playing. And so I was like, yeah, here's Pokeball. I almost did another Pokemon Go Plus for third prize, which that dude probably would have liked better. He seemed a little miffed that he got the fuzzy dice Pokeballs. But I'm like, I know as a father, I'd take them home to my kids. And if a kid had won, they might have wanted that, So I think everybody had a great time. Yeah, the Ash kid was very adorable. He was great. All right.
It's true.
So next year, Joe, what do you think? We're going to do a show, or are we going to do a tournament again, or maybe something new will happen between now and then? What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. Do we dare risk another tournament and hope it goes well?
I don't know. Honestly, here's what I kind of need from people. And Joe, disagree with me if you want, but this is the third year we've done Pokemon Go at Dragon Con. First year was a straight up show with headlines and whatnot. The second year is more of a discussion with Tara Sands and the professor that he's awesome, but I'm blanking the name right now. Eric Spana.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. Professor Eric Spana.
Yeah, and that was fun. This year we did the tournament, so we've done something different. But each time we filled the room. But what I need from our audience, if you start listening because of that, email us. Just let us know, hey, I learned about you at Dragon Con. Because honestly, I don't know, Joe, we might take a year off so that maybe during that time slot, you and I can just go raid and hang out. Because we didn't even we didn't hang out like at all during the con.
No. Our hanging out was you saying, hey, Joe, go to this room. And
yeah. And I want to say, everybody, Joe was phenomenal. If this was another show, there'd be another adjective in front of phenomenal. He learned the tech super fast. I mean, not only has he been amazing in Discord and really building that group out and doing so much work there, he to the point, he was so good at really stepping up to the point that even Phil, who loves to give you a hard time, was like, no, man, Joe's your man. I mean, he was the rock. And so I just wanted to give it out on the show in case anybody cared that Joe was great. But Joe was busy. That's why you didn't get to play as much. You were in the room at least 3/4, if not more, of the time that I was in the rooms.
Yeah, I was adding it up the other day. I think I put in about 38 hours of volunteer during the convention. So
yeah. Marco goes 5-hole, says, I can't believe Team Rocket has returned in the game. Maybe they might have Jesse and James and Meowth, but I don't know.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Were they supposed to go away? Because I did see a Team Rocket stop this week.
I didn't hear anything about them.
I was just curious.
Supposed to be going away.
The way that was done.
But you never know with Niantic accidentally turning off features every now and again. So.
And Fabian's like, I bet the kid would have beaten Sharp probably. And
he,
you know what?
He beat his own mom mercilessly.
Oh yeah, man, that was brutal. She's a great mom. I don't know if she could have beat him, but
she was dressed as Misty.
Yeah, and his tag. I don't know if you saw his tag, because the way Dragon Contacts work is you can have whatever name you want. It has your real name underneath, and you don't have to use your real name because people use tags and celebrities, whatever. But the kid had his real name on it, but above it said Ash. catch him, or maybe just
Oh,
Ash or Ash
nice.
catch him. Yeah, it was legit. He had on his tag. He was Ash.
I ran into them later on in the convention.
Oh yeah,
day. Yep. So yeah, a lot of fun.
cool story, bro. Did you get any cool Pokemon stuff for your kids? 'Cause I know you did last year. You did that.
No, what I got this year for them, and I think that was this gonna let me pull up. Oh,
Yeah,
it
I'll let
is.
you pull up your pictures. Yep.
Good. All right, guys, don't look at all the bad ones. No, just kidding.
Yeah, the bad ones are just his baby over and over and over again.
Well, when I
It's okay. We can still see it. It's you don't
There
have
we
to move it around.
so
it's fine.
so yeah, I got him a bunch of little custom minifigures for
Oh,
Lego.
look at that. The Mario figures.
Yep. So, yeah, Mario, Luigi, Link, Bane, Hulk, a bunch of people from Marvel, and some Star Wars figures.
Very cool. I'll
So-
take the Hulk. Thank you.
But
very much.
I warned them before I left that if they were not good, they would not be getting them when I got back. And apparently there was a lot of fighting while I was gone, so they have not actually gotten them yet.
Okay, fair enough. You know, I like to torture my kids with toys too.
No, they've seen it, and I've told them how they can earn them, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told them if they're not good, they're not getting it. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, again, call in, use the speak pipe at PokemonGoPodcast.com or email us show@PokemonGoPodcast. Let us know that you started listening because of Dragon Con or that kind of thing. Otherwise, I'm kind of thinking, honestly, we just don't do the show live next year. And you and I set aside that hour to hang out with any listeners who are there who want to go, maybe raid or
like Brant.
Yeah, like Brant. Every year, Brant comes out, that kind of thing. So,
I'm surprised we didn't see this year. Lone Star. He normally comes to Dragon Con.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't make it this year. One of our listeners, I have to look up the name in the text, but he's a local here, and he listened to Frog Pants a lot and a bit. Do I still have his text? I don't know if I've gone through and cleared out all my text. No. It starts with a D too, man. I am blanking. I'm sorry that I'm blanking on your name, but we have another listener who always comes to Dragon Con. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'll see you up at Dragon Con." And then I guess I was so busy whenever they swung by, I just wasn't around. So that's the way it goes sometimes. All right, we've got some headlines and from Trolls. I always say this wrong. Is it Unova or Unova?
Unova.
Unova.
I've always pronounced it Unova, but last week 2 weeks ago we got corrected and it's Unova.
So recently found, I would say Unova. Recently found Unova Pokemon, which is Generation 5. So yeah, go ahead and hit me, man. We got man, those graphics get really freaking tiny too.
So it's Snivy and it's the 3 starters. So Snivy and its evolutions, and then Tepig and its evolutions, and Oshawott and its evolutions.
Now, all of these have shinies. Do we really believe that they're all going to be shiny? I mean, some of these are confirmed shinies for sure.
Yeah, some of them are confirmed already.
Okay.
And then Watchdog is the evolved form. I'm trying to remember. We talked about them last week too, or 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, so it's
yeah.
I'm gonna have to pull up a list just because. Unova. This is great podcasting here. Pokedex. But yeah, so so far there's several other shinies other than the starters, and those include Lillipup and its evolutions, Patrat and its evolutions, which are the ones that we talked about last week. But then it also has Purloin, is what it looks like to me.
Now, we don't need to get on a whole list because there's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that there's actually multiple.
There's multiple picture pages. Picture pages. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a bunch of them, and it shows these have been loaded into the background. That doesn't mean we're getting them all.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Were these dug out of the code as graphics? Because these definitely look like they would be in-game avatars.
Yeah, these were found in the code because Charles is a code diver.
So as has been in the last few generations, the higher number set, that's my jam, man. Candle up, it's okay, but until you evolve it, and it looks kind of cool. But some of those before that look really, really good, and I'm like, I'm damn. Now we're getting to the monster part of the pocket monsters. That's my
See,
jam.
it's funny because from a aesthetic point of view, I think this is my least favorite generation, Gen 5.
That makes sense because you and I are different in that sense. It's getting more into my areas. It's like my wife; she's always hot and I'm always cold. I mean, vice versa. She's always cold and I'm always hot. And so uh, when I'm comfortable, I know she's freezing. So in this case, when I'm like, "Whoo, look at those! Those are my kind of Pokemon." Joe just going like, "Eh." Now Nicole mentioned September 16th. That would be the day that Giant Size Team Up Media, GSU Media here on Twitch, is doing an all-day marathon of Borderlands 3. Is that what she's trying to help me promote there, Joe? Is that
No.
what she? So she's not talking about when Phil Keating and myself get together at 9:30 a.m. Eastern to do an all-day marathon of Borderlands 3, is she? So, what else is she talking about?
She's talking about when Unova is going to be available in the wild. They're getting popped out probably at 4 p.m. Eastern time on September 16th. And,
Awesome.
Yeah, and with that is going to be well, we'll talk about it in a little bit when we get to Wonderful's wonderful infographic.
Now that's interesting because honestly, that's about the time that we talked about taking a few hours break in the marathon, so he could do dinner with the family and hang out. Which would mean I could grab my kids and we can go hunting shadows. That'd be a great experience to have for the week there. So we're gonna get now to this new boss chart that for Johto week.
So, because you probably don't remember, Johto is Generation 2.
Okay. I could look it up, but I'm glad you saved me the trouble.
But yeah, so this is for Johto week, which is currently the week we're in. So it runs September 2nd until the 9th, September 9th. And so this is the bosses that are currently available in raids. So Deoxys Speed. So if you get an EX raid, that's still Deoxys Speed. In the legendary raids, so in the tier 5 raids, there's the legendary beasts. So Suicune, Raikou, and Entei. In the tier 4 raids, we've got Alolan Marowak, Ursaring.
Dude.
Yes.
Sorry. I actually have a full Johto Dex. 100. It says 100. And I'm scrolling through. I don't see any open numbers like they haven't released it or I've missed something. I've got Johto 100, my friend.
That is all of them.
Ha, swing-ya, swing-ya. I'm excited. I sing Lion King when I get excited. But these raids are very, very helpful because that's why I checked to see if I needed to get a raid to fill out.
You could get their legendary, but they were in boxes quite a bit over the last while. So
yeah,
man,
and look at the amount of shinies on this list. Now I would love a shiny Snubbull on the boss chart, the actual graphic. I clicked on your link. He gave me a graphic.
Oh no, there's a ton of shinies. I'm agreeing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a ton of shinies on that list for Johto week.
Yes, there is. But yeah, you got to get that blueberry shuckle.
Yeah, I'd love the blueberry, and I would love the purple Snubbull. That's what I'd love to get out of that. And yeah, I'd like the different Gligar.
Or as Nicole said, the blubbery shuckle.
The blubbery.
That's a callback to Dragon Con for.
And I want a Alolan Marowak and the shiny Alolan Marowak. That's so I might. Man, that's way up there though. As far as rate, it's one is impossible. Is what it says.
Yeah,
a solo raid is impossible in the Marowak. So I don't know, but I definitely keep my eye out for Snubbull because I can definitely take that down. We'll see what happens. And you won't know it's shiny until you beat it and try to catch it, right?
Yeah. It won't be shiny while you're fighting it.
Yeah. Why would it save me time? I don't know. It doesn't care about me. So, man, lots of shiny news tonight. So, Electric and Manectric shiny. You know what? It is actually different enough. Is it'll stand out. It goes from your favorite green to your not so favorite blue for Electric, and for Manectric, it goes from Egyptian blue to Egyptian black. Basically, I mean that's what I look at. I see him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just get Egyptian off of that. So, I need to look up.
Walk
I
like
don't
an
think
Egyptian.
on that. Let's see. Let me spell Manectric. I don't have one currently in my Pokemon bag. Um, what is that? Which generation is that?
Gen 3. I had to
Yeah,
think on it
that
for a second.
I might be missing Manectric on Gen 3. Oh, hey, dude, you probably already know this. I stay behind even when I listen to my own show. Unova is shadowed, but is actually in the list of the Pokemon regions now in your phone,
Yep.
your game. So very cool.
It's just not clickable.
You said it's Honan or Sinnoh region for Manectric.
Hoenn.
All right, I'm gonna look that up as we move on. But what do you think about these colors? What do you think about that?
I like it. It's fine. I think it's kind of weird that Electrike goes to be his shiny form is closer to his evolved form than his
Yeah.
normal one. You would think it would be different, but
I'm kind of thinking about if I can get a shiny Electric. I have gotten Manectric before. I just didn't keep it in my bag. But I'm thinking if I get a shiny Electric, I might just keep it and then get a regular Electric and evolve it so I have the blue and blue next to each other. That'd be
there
kind
you
of
go.
so. Another infographic for this week. We should have like the news, the old news. Infographic week of 9/1 to 9/9. And I'll do the voice for it just like that. 9/9.
9/9.
So Rayquaza has a raid hour coming up from 6 to 7. Is that that was on September. That was
that
all
already
on
happened.
September 1st. That already happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Flower Craver All right, Joe, take 2. Flower Crown Eevee is the new 7-day research reward until November 1st.
Yes.
I'm gonna stop doing research then. I don't want to.
That's actually what a lot of people.
I've already gotten like a dozen of those, man.
Yeah, but you get the shiny one.
Yeah, no, I have yet to get a shiny out of a box at all.
Really? Ever?
Yeah, ever.
That's weird.
You're telling me, puppy. Well, okay. To be fair, it's not like I'm opening a box every 7 days. It's like what's
your problem?
Best. That's your problem. What you gonna do about it?
Show off my legendaries on the stream.
So September started the Ultra Bonus Unlock Week. Started. It goes till September 9th at 1 p.m. Pacific. You got the Ultra Letters of the Unknown. Legendary Beasts are in the raids, along with other Johto Pokemon. And then Sintra and Gligar are in the wild in the shinies. And 2-time incubator effectiveness. Oh, that reminds me. I need to put an egg in the incubator. I hatched one this morning. It was this morning. I hatched it this morning. Okay. September 9th. And we talked about this. Unlocked Week 2. Turtwig Community Day is coming up on September 15th. And then Week 3 of the Ultra Bonus starts the 16th. Most of this we've pretty much already covered. Is anything you're seeing new jumping out here on our weekly graphical update? Which, by the way, who does these? These are amazing. Enderful 1. Enderful -1.
Wonderful one.
Wonderful. Oh. That's why you said we get back to it on the wonderful one graphic. I kind of pretend to listen sometimes. I promise.
You do what you gotta do.
I do what I. Yeah, never mind.
So Barry was telling me when at the meetup at your house, he's telling me that he kind of wanted to go to Japan to their Go Fest just because we had mentioned it on the show, but he wasn't able to work out the timing of it.
Yeah, he was telling me. He probably told you too that they're the different places they're having them travel in the next 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks is just a constant back and forth to Europe. So yeah, yeah. I was like, oh Barry, oh I have to go to Europe on a paid trip. Oh no. He's awesome, and Bobby Ann, they're so
Yeah,
cool.
if I'm not mistaken, he's actually planning on meeting up with Nicole while he's in Europe.
Yep, I
So-
expect that to be both of their experiences of the week in the Discord if that happens. Fabian said, Costa Rica is nice this time of year, Joe. You can come down and bring him a shiny Groudon.
Yep.
I agree. I think that's a good relaxing vacation for you and your family. While you're there, visit Jurassic Park, but first go and trade them the Groudon. Do that.
And visit Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's the original Jurassic Park was an island off of Costa Rica. Come on, Joe. Keep up, baby.
My bad.
Yeah. So now this says legendary raid hours. Get ready for hours, plural, in September.
Yes.
What do we have going on?
Yeah, so this was announced just a couple days ago that throughout September there will be it'll be on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday there will be a legendary raid hour. So there was one yesterday, and so yesterday it was the legendary beasts, and it's 6. Sorry, I should mention what time. 6 to 7 p.m. local time. I love that they're doing that now. That it's
It makes
local.
it so much easier for everybody. Yes,
and especially for those that are diehards and they live right next to a timeline swap, because then they could theoretically get in 2 hours. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But this upcoming week, so September 11th, will be Deoxys. September 18th will be Mewtwo. And then September 25th, they say to be announced.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering if we will get
a new Unova.
A new legendary. I'm kind of hoping it will be the Regigigas.
Okay. Gotcha. Because we haven't had that one yet, right?
Correct.
Yeah. We're waiting on that one more to drop. Now, which Deoxys is it? Speed, presumably?
I think it's going to be all of them is what I heard.
So it's just you look around at the different ones and see which one you want to go to?
Yeah, I could be wrong because it's not actually clarified in this announcement. But I thought I heard that it was going to be all of them.
I might have to get into the local Pokemon Discord and see if I can't go out. Because I wouldn't mind having the Speed Deoxys.
And actually, based on the fact that the September 9th through the 16th will feature all of them, I assume it will be all of them.
Okay. All of them in one battle. You just knock them down one after a time, Wouldn't that be that'd be a super bragging rights event if you went through the 4. It's 4, right? 4 Deoxyses.
Mm-hmm.
You went through all 4 in one battle with everybody together, and then at the end you don't have to catch them. Like, you survived without wiping out your entire Pokédex. Here you go.
Yeah. So there's defense form, attack form, normal form, and speed form.
And we've only so far seen speed and normal.
I've seen all of them.
I've only seen one personally, so
I only have 2 of them, but we have seen all of them.
Okay, I gotcha. So yeah, I might try to go. Yeah, 6 to 7. I can still get back in time for breaking the panel. I might try and do that one next week. So, especially if somebody from Tennessee wants to drive down, and somebody from Chicago wants to fly in, then I'll definitely go raiding. That'd be awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah, you see, you're not that dedicated, are you, man? Right.
Yeah, Rock Eddie says that you should be on the lookout for defense form because it's the best one for PvP.
And then I really don't PvP. I'll fight somebody for funsies, but yeah, I don't understand PvP at all. Like the strategies, I don't care to be honest. I just don't brain space and all that being what it is.
You know what I'm gonna wish upon you for next week?
What's that?
A shiny Mr. Mime.
Hell yeah.
I'm wishing it upon you.
I'll take that. Thank you. I high five myself. I don't know why, but I was excited when you said that. So these event eggs, how do we maximize our chances by collecting them and not hatching them? How do we maximize that? What's up with that?
Yeah, so this comes to us from a Redditor by the name of Exis Grise.
Good job.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so currently we can be grabbing 10k eggs that have unknowns that spell ultra.
Right.
So those are available right now. And so what they're saying is the goal is to collect the eggs that you want.
Oh.
And you can hatch them later because there is an incubator bonus that we
all until
are
the end of the
running
month,
through.
just about. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically run through all of your this is assuming that you don't have plenty of incubators to run through everything.
If he's met me, he is assuming correctly.
He is assuming correctly. And I don't know how much money I've got right now. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how many incubators I've got on hand. But
I got 391 gold left from 3 years ago.
But basically what you can do is you can hang on to the eggs that are the big eggs, the 10k eggs, and you can hatch them if you wanted on Community Day because it's got quarter distance on it.
Gotcha.
So on Community Day, reminder is September 15th, and it's a Turtwig Community Day.
Nice. So yeah, then you start cracking them out while you're walking around Community Day.
Yeah,
And,
hard boiling them, cooking them over easy, whatever you want.
Hub has cooled off by the 15th. We're still hitting 100-degree days here, which I mean is normal for this late August, early September. But it takes a nice nosedive about mid-September to late September. But the 15th being right in the middle, we'll see how the temperature is. Now, okay, so this is a tech update, right, for submitting tickets for the game over the coming days. They're going to be, you have it up on the screen right now. 85 degrees right now at almost 9 o'clock at night. So yeah, here in Atlanta. But trainers will be moving email support to be handled in app. That's going to be interesting. So we're going to be submitting tickets in the app and having it come back through the app.
That's what it looks like, yeah. So we'll have to see. It depends on how it's handled, but I mean, email is slow enough as it is, at least with support, what it tends to be. So we will have to wait and see. I'm hoping it does well. It does well. It does good.
How many tickets have you ever supported, or not supported, sent?
Opened for Niantic?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I've opened any.
No, sent. Like, how many? Like, have you ever had to go? Have you ever? Yeah, me either.
Niantic
You're a programmer.
perfect.
You think of opening tickets. I got you. It took me a minute to get your terminology in my tired brain. I got you. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm curious. I think Rocketti maybe have submitted tickets before. If you submitted a ticket through email, and especially if you're live, because we'd like to kind of be timely with this question. But by all means, email us, show@PokemonGoPodcast.com off the podcast. But if you've ever submitted an email ticket, how do you think this will change things? Do you think it'll be better? Do you think it will be the same? I mean, I'd like to, for people who've used the ticketing system, I'd like to see what you think of this. So, and then, as if we didn't have enough to fight and do in the game, not a complaint, just man, I need a break for a hot second from life. But we've got new Shadowmon announced for the game.
Yeah, we do.
A lot.
Pokemon. Yeah.
That's what, 10? Let's see. Go ahead and read them off.
All right, so Venonat and its evolution Venomoth.
It's 10, yep.
Oddish, which I assume this means you can actually catch them as shadow. So the ones where it doesn't list its evolutions, I'm assuming will not be able to be caught as shadow, but you could evolve them and have the shadow evolution. Anyway,
Gotcha.
Venonat, Venomoth, Oddish, Gloom, Psyduck, Growlithe, Abra, Hitmonchan, Larvitar, and Turtwig.
I think uh, uh, the evolution of Growlithe, right? That's
Arcanine?
Arcanine. Thank you. And he's huge in the game. I think having a massively huge red-eyed shadow Arcanine would be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. That would
Yeah,
be
makes
fantastic.
I mean, nifty. Going back to submitting the tickets, Linus Vostok said, I did one ticket for transferring an account to another Gmail. It was nice and easy, but an app sounds good.
Yeah.
What about the Shadow Larvitar? Would you want to involve that one all the
Oh,
way
yeah.
up?
Shadow Tyranitar probably looks
Yeah.
sweet. The trouble is you would want to wait. Hey, if you do get it and you want to keep it as a Shadow Larvitar, you're going to want to wait until, assume if December has all of the Community Day moves again, like it did last year,
Right.
it's possible that you could get the the rock move on him. What was it? Now I'm blanking. Nope, not that one. Smackdown. That's right.
Gotcha.
So,
Speaking of, I just got nope, not a shiny. Going away now. Don't care. Yeah. I think I have. Let me see. Let me type in Tyranitar.
that was the one where I was on a plane for half of the Community Day.
I thought, oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the other big dinosaur evolution that also has a shiny. The one from Auron.
Oh, Aggron?
Aggron, yeah. I'm like, I'll add that to my Tyranitar collection. I open it up and I have one. He's named Ardvatar, after you. And I'm like, huh. Oh, yeah, I get those mixed up. Aggron and Tyranitar. I get mixed up in my head. So you've got only one shiny, but having a shadow right next to that would be pretty cool. Why do you have 11 freaking Tyranitar? Why are you not transferring some of these, Joe? You're killing me, man.
Because I could trade them to people and they might have good IVs.
How many people do you do that often?
I could. Like, you and I could have traded
Not the
all of these
question.
Tyrannitars. I could have given them to you while we were there because it wouldn't have even been a special trade.
We didn't trade anything together,
No,
actually.
we didn't.
We barely traded air as we passed by.
I still have a bunch of Machamps from 2 years ago that I said I was going to trade you.
Yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. Jackon is super busy, and yeah, we do what we can. That's it for the news tonight. Of course, you can find everything over at the reddit.com/r/Pokemon Go podcast. And you know what? If you want to be a part of our conversation, we never did talk about the events in Discord. Let's pull that out real quick. I'll pull it up, Joe. Or you want to pull it up?
Go for it. You can pull it
I'll
up.
pull it up. But how? If they want to get in our Discord, how do they do that?
You head on over to patreon.com/Pokemon Go podcast and become a patron. Any level will get you into the Discord.
Yes, and the experiences of the week are great. I got to pull Hulk in because everybody comes at me, yo. I've kind of they did come at me. They did.
Always.
Yeah, let's see. Terry Wolf has a catch 2,000 Pokemon. He's at 200,000 on his medal out of 2,000. Nicole got a shiny Sentret. Look at that. That was yesterday. She posted that. Her DragonCon is her experience of the week because she got 2 new letters of unknown: Pachirisu, Torkoal, Heracross, Meltan, but caught the shiny Sentret on the way home from the airport that morning. So, congrats. Fabian I had an agreed trade of a shiny Rayquaza if I didn't get a shiny. So we did the trade, and this happened. A lucky shiny Rayquaza. He named Nice Quaza. Yeah.
Nice Quaza.
Very cool. And it's almost maxed out. It's just barely a step away from maxed out on that. Of course, I got the Gliscor, which Fabian instantly, like seconds after I posted, was like, psh, not shiny, get out of here. And then Nicole calls me a slacker, so they get the Hulk. Now, Buckeye Fitzies is one of the best ones here. In addition to the 98 IV Shiny Rayquaza above, which was a week or so ago, my 2 weeks have been highlighted beginning my second place at my Mirror Cup. So it's the second time top 2 place, getting second place in 3 months of doing PvP. And also another black shiny. It's a beautiful picture of his new Tesla. So that's a great shiny to catch, my friend. That is awesome. Good job. I like it. Oh man, it's winding down. Am I forgetting anything, Joe? Before we wrap up out of here, man, my brain's a little gone fuzzy.
You're forgetting how to pronounce a whole bunch of stuff, but that's normal.
Yeah. Anything else before we wrap up here?
I believe you're forgetting random trivia. And so this week I wanted to talk about Girder, since he was part of the leak that Trolls had seen. Plus, he is a fighting type Pokemon that will be relevant to the meta. He's got the stats, and assuming they don't screw him up with the moves, he will be very good. He will rival, if not beat out, Machamp for the top fighting type.
Wow. All right.
So Girder, the muscular Pokemon, he evolves into Timber, which is also the muscular Pokemon, and then evolves into Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm probably not. And they're all the muscular Pokemon. They're fighting type Pokemon. They're basically construction workers. And they a lot of Pokemon, I don't mention their gender ratio, but I thought I'd mention these guys have a 75% male versus 25% ratio. They haven't always consistently had the main series game ratios in Pokemon Go, but occasionally they do. So that might be there as well. So Girder, its Pokedex entry talks about how, and this is the lowest evolution, talks about how it's so muscular and strongly built that even a group of wrestlers could not budget an inch.
That's awesome.
So that's the lowest form.
No. Not according to this. The lowest form's Timber. Timber's the baby.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I've got my tabs mixed up. I'm sorry.
I did. Well, no, you absolutely have tabs open. But I just scroll at the bottom of the link that we have the wiki for Girder. It has a little graphic, and I scrolled down and just found that. So yeah. But and in this, before you move on, because I know you got more stuff to talk about with Girder. Halfway, maybe not even halfway down, it gets to in the anime, and it has a picture. Girder's so strong, a whole team of wrestlers can't move it. Yet in the anime, they just used it to hold up a boom mic, apparently. But carry on. What else do we need to know?
Yeah. Hey, that gets really heavy after a while. Have you tried holding one all day?
I have not. I have not.
And then the actual lowest form, Timber, says it fights by swinging a piece of lumber around, and it is close to evolving when it can handle the lumber without difficulty. So it gets swole from throwing around timber. And the stats-wise, they are all very close. Timber, Girder, and Conkeldurr are very close to Machop, Machoke, and Machamp stats-wise. So they actually, Timber and Girder are exactly the same total stats. Now, this isn't talking about all of its stats, but total stats, combined stats, they're exactly the same. So that in and of itself is pretty neat. Conkeldurr. So he starts off with a wooden pole that he's swinging around. He's beating people with. Then he's got a metal piece of construction material, and then he's got two basically concrete bricks that he's beating people with. So as he evolves,
Right.
but yeah, he's gonna mess some people up with that. But Conkeldurr, its Pokedex entry talks about how it's thought that Conkeldurr actually taught humans how to make concrete. So instead of boasting about its strength or anything like that, it actually talks about how it taught humans. So that's pretty cool.
According to the Merrick Primer here, it's Conkeldurr. Like the middle. Yeah, that middle part's.
Oh, because it's the elder.
I guess. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can see that.
Guess we'll have to...
Like con for concrete, kel for elder, and then dur for dur.
It's a combination of concrete and elder.
I like it. I think you made that up, but I like it.
I didn't.
Sounds right.
And then girder is referring to, well, the piece of construction that it's holding, the iron beam. It's a corrupted spelling of it. And then timber is referring to the piece of wood that it is also holding. But yeah, these construction workers are gonna be relevant, and so grab them if you have the chance.
Yeah, and this is definitely moving in that direction of what I like. They look like beastly monster type, Pokemon, as opposed to Pikachu. So, nothing wrong with Pikachu. I'm just saying, comparatively. So, all righty then. Fabian's like, Charles is like James in the anime with book instead of a Pokédex. And then, no and then. So that's how that rolls.
I'm just saying, my favorite Pokemon is Growlithe, and James had a Growlithe. So,
and that's why you've stuck around on the show for so long, because I'm a lot like James.
Only reason.
Yeah. So email us, show@PokemonGoPodcast.com. We'd love to hear from you. Clip those Twitch videos. I actually said it right. My brain was like, no, wait, you're messing up. No, yeah. And you can come video on demand. It's up there for 2 weeks, week and a half. So if you're listening to the podcast and you're like, oh, that made me laugh, that was hilarious, or oh, that was something important, I don't know, whatever triggers your fancy, come on over to twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast. It'll be there, like I said, a week and a half to 2 weeks after we record, and you can just clip out what you like. And we'd love to share that on our Facebook page and in our Discord. That'd be amazing. Of course, you can email us anything you'd like for us to talk about, and we'll see about getting to it. SpeakPipe, as I said, is on PokemonGoPodcast.com. Oh, you know what? I'm glad I mentioned promoting that, because I'd like to hear it. Here it goes. We got a SpeakPipe from Blitz Olson. Seriously, we have a SpeakPipe. There we go.
Hey guys, just wanted to tell you really quick about a web app that I've built at goleague.gq. This is a Great League IV appraisal tool.
Oh, yes.
It'll help you figure out how good your Pokemon is for the Great League. A lot of people don't know that if you have a Pokemon that caps out below 1500 CP, you want perfect IVs. If your Pokemon caps out above 1500, you're going to want a low attack IV, high defensive IV, and a high stamina IV. But the math gets kind of murky. Really what you want when you're battling in the Great League is high stats. And those are based off of a Pokemon's IVs and a Pokemon's base stats. And this tool will calculate all of that and makes it really easy. It's optimized for mobile and desktop. So you can just plug the IVs of your Pokemon in, and it will tell you how good it is for the Great League. It'll do all that math for you. So that's goleague.gq. By the way, if you're craving Joe for more than 24 hours, you should probably seek medical attention. Thanks, guys.
Well played. Now I want to start a SpeakPipe war between him and Cheeky Nashville. Go backwards, like, no, you're overdosing on the Joe. Cheeky Nashville's, I gotta have the Joe. Yeah, that'd be That'd be fun. But Blitz actually sent us a tweet probably more than a couple weeks ago now. It's been a little crazy in the last couple weeks, getting ready for Dragon Con and having guests on and whatnot. And I remember seeing it, Joe, and I tagged you on that tweet going, oh, check this out. We need to talk about this. And Blitz, thank you for calling it in to hold us accountable because absolutely intended on talking about it before tonight. But yeah, I'm going to play the front so we can get that website one more time of what he's.
I already have the website. I linked it in the Twitch chat, and it will be in our show notes.
And it's goleague.gq.
GQ. Yep.
And that's if you're spelling challenge like I am. League is League. So there you go. Go League. It's on one more.
As Fabian said, that's actually very cool and just what I need.
Just what I needed. So there you go. We talked about Reddit, r/Pokemon Go Podcast. Facebook is /Pokemon Go Podcast. Twitter's at Pokemon Go Pod. Again, Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern is twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast. Download this in all your podcast apps. Even if you're out here live, check it. Put us in your
Are they able
podcast
to yet?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're using iTunes database, you can use it. Dude, that's a 2022 question. Is what that is. We'll get to that.
Yeah, there's a couple. There was the people living down below us at the old Fuddy Duddy house that they were like, we use, what was it, Castbox or something? I was like, yeah. I have no idea if we're in that. And they searched for us.
Oh yeah, no, that's no, they should. Castbox uses iTunes. Anything that's not Google Play or Stitcher. So Google Play uses its own. Stitcher is its own thing. And Spotify's its own thing, right? Everything else, most every other app is not its own database. That was one of the things that kind of set Satchel apart for a little bit, was it duplicated the database, but it pulled from iTunes first, and we're finding iTunes. So you said they couldn't find us?
Yeah, but I mean, it was late at night, and I have no idea how many drinks they had. So
there you go. Yeah. So check out our merch, tiny.cc/GSTU. The caps, GSTU is all in caps there. Check that out. And our network shirt, the GSTU Dragon Con shirt with the Marriott carpeting, is going to go away in like a week. So if you went to the con and you'd like to have a little memory attaching you to the network, I think maybe our show will do one like that next year as well, just specific for the con. Get it now because it's going to be gone very, very, very soon. Joe, where can they find you on the web?
You can find me at Joseph_Ard.
You can find me at Rock God of Pod. And until next week, tune in to hear Joe say. That's
My
right.
son has Gatorade.
Oh, Gatorade. My bad. I heard wrong.
So.
Your son has. Is ever going to end with your son has Gatorade? Awesome. All right. So I have actually got to jump out before we get this. Before we get the title, because I got a good guest on the show before I do my other show. It's a Dragon Con related thing. But thanks everybody for coming. Joe's handling the broadcast, so he's going to stick with you, and we'll get those show titles done. And I'll catch up with you later this week, Joe.
Bye. Okay, that's a big face. I'm not even going to try to fix that. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. I'm just going to go like this. So what happened is, Charles is supposed to send you the audio. He's still capturing it via Zoom, Mike. I don't have the audio. All right. Let's see. I guess I should pull it up and read off the... Oh, we have exactly 2 suggestions. And one is the Dragon Con Hangover show. And the other is Joe is very phenomenal. And based on it, I think the Dragon Con Hangover show is going to win. Yeah, sorry, Mike. At this point, there's nothing I can do about it. All right, looks like the Dragon Hangover show is going, or Dragon Con Hangover show is going to take it. Yeah, I know. Charles left and it screwed up everything. E3N underscore MK12. Da-da. Hee hee. I did a thing. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming. Have a good evening. Oh. Did you want to try submitting one real quick? Give it a shot, E3N. I haven't. All right. Well, we're going to call that the night. Have a good night.